Good evening. We begin today with a massive escalation in the Middle East that the world has been fearing for weeks. Yemen's Houthi rebels have officially entered the war against Israel. Just hours ago, a barrage of long-range ballistic missiles was launched from northern Yemen, crossing the Red Sea and targeting southern Israel. This is the first direct Houthi strike since the broader conflict involving Iran began exactly 1 month ago. Air raid sirens screamed across the Negev desert and the city of Beersheba, sending thousands of civilians into bomb shelters. While the Israeli Defense Forces report that their Arrow defense system successfully intercepted the primary threat, the political and military message is undeniable. The axis of resistance has fully mobilized. The Houthis are no longer sitting on the sidelines. They have entered the fray, and they say this is only the beginning of their revenge.
Houthi military spokesperson Yahya Sari appeared on Al Masirah television shortly after the strike. His message was clear. This was a response to decades of what he termed Israeli terrorism and regional aggression. For the Houthis and their supporters, this isn't just a military maneuver. It is framed as a moral and religious duty to avenge the suffering of Muslims across the region, from Gaza to Lebanon and now Tehran. For years, the Houthis have used the slogan, "Death to Israel," but until today, they had maintained an uneasy ceasefire. That silence is over. They are now positioning themselves as the vanguard of a regional revenge campaign. This shift is significant because it stretches Israel's multi-layered air defense system to its absolute limit. Israel is now fighting a war on at least 5 fronts: Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Iran, and now Yemen, over 1,000 miles to the south.
To understand why this is happening now, we have to look at the why behind the Houthis' rhetoric. The group claims this intervention is a direct result of Israel's long-standing military policies in Palestinian territories, which they characterize as a campaign of terror. By framing their entry into the war as revenge for Muslims, the Houthis are attempting to galvanize support across the Islamic world, portraying themselves as the only state-level actors willing to take direct action. But there is a technical side to this as well. How did a rebel group in Yemen acquire the capability to strike the heart of Israel? Analysts point to the rapid advancement of the Tufan and Quds missile series. These are long-range weapons capable of traveling over 1,600 kilometers. This strike proves that despite years of international pressure, the Houthi arsenal is not only intact, but more sophisticated than ever.
The missile strike is only half of the threat. The real danger to the global community lies in the Red Sea. In his statement today, Yahya Sari warned that the Houthis have their fingers on the trigger regarding maritime traffic. During the 2023 to 2024 Red Sea crisis, Houthi attacks on merchant vessels upended global trade, causing billions in losses. By re-entering the war today, they are signaling that they may once again shut down the Bab al-Mandab Strait. If they target tankers or cargo ships linked to Israel or its allies, we could see a massive spike in oil prices and a secondary shock to an already fragile global economy. This isn't just a war of missiles, it's a war of economic attrition.
The international response has been swift. The United States has condemned the launch as reckless and destabilizing, while regional powers like Saudi Arabia find themselves in a precarious position, fearing that their hard-won ceasefire with Yemen could collapse. Israel's prime minister has vowed, "Whoever harms us, we will harm them back," suggesting that Israeli F-35s could soon be targeting Yemeni ports in Hodeidah, as they did in previous years. We are witnessing the birth of a ring of fire around Israel. The entry of Yemen into this war means that no corner of the Middle East is now safe from the ripple effects of this escalation.
As we wrap up this special report, the situation remains incredibly fluid. The Houthi missile strike today was a symbolic and military breakthrough. It marks the transition from a localized conflict into a total regional war. The narrative of revenge is driving the movement, and with the Red Sea now back in the crosshairs, the stakes for the entire world have never been higher. We will stay on top of these developments as they break. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update on this escalating crisis. For now, I'm your name. Thank you for watching.